Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rock Cliff, and I'm about to go to sleep, but I just thought I'd come on and share some information with y'all, have a little dialogue, ask you some questions. Maybe you can put some comments in the comment section and let me know what you think. Um, I was listening to this audiobook. It's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And in this book, there's a quote, and the quote goes, "You become what you think about most of the time." And so, what that means to me is all about becoming the best version of yourself. It talks about, it's all about your thinking habits and how your thinking affects your reality, and how you can create your own reality, and how you can determine who your future self will be by your thinking. But you still got to put action behind it. But let me explain this to you a little more. So imagine yourself 5 years from now. Who do you aspire to be? Like, who do you want to be 5 years from now? Ask yourself that. Now, it's not just about achievements. It's not about the money. It's not about the car. It's not just about the clothes. It's not just about the girls or the guys you with. It's about your character. It's about how you act. It's about how you move. It's about how you think. It's about your impact. Think about it. Now, if you can think it, you can definitely achieve it. That's just not just something they told y'all in school. It was just a bunch of BS. If you have faith in yourself and you think it and you have the right knowledge, you can achieve it. It's within you. It's already within you. It's just waiting to come out. It's waiting on you to make the moves, to take the action. But there's a couple things you got to do first before you get there. And so I'm going to share that with you. So the first thing you got to do is, first you got to forgive yourself. Forgive your past self. Forgive all the things that you did in the past that you are ashamed about. All the things that you feel guilty about. Things that you, all the negative thoughts about yourself that you have. All the negative thoughts about people that you have. Forgive yourself for thinking these ways. All the traumas that you experience. There may be traumas that was out of your control that you just blame yourself for. Forgive yourself for them. It starts with acknowledging it and forgiving. Now, if you have a hard time forgiving, there's a book called Love After Heartbreak by Stephen Laboursier. That is a really good book, and I used it personally to help myself forgive myself and to forgive other people, and to even forgive God. You know. And so after you forgive yourself, the next step is it's about the presence. Because after you forgive yourself, you kind of detach yourself from the past. And when you forgive yourself, you have this weight off of your shoulder. And you detach that emotion from the past. But you think about the present. Think about this present moment. You know, inhale. What are you thankful for? Inhale. You have lungs to breathe. You have eyes. You see me talking. You hear me talking. You have ears. You got hands. You can type. You have a creative brain. It says in the Bible that God breathed his breath in us. Whether y'all are religious, whether y'all believe that or not, we all have creative minds. We're all intelligent. And so, you know, we have our own thinking. That's something to be thankful for. Live in the moment, but make your moments count. Live in the present and have an abundant mindset. You know, don't think about what's the worst that can happen. Think about what's the best that can happen. If you got your kids and you got to take care of them and you at the house, don't think about, man, I got to take care of these kids. Think to yourself, I have the opportunity to take care of my kids. Because don't everybody have kids. Don't everybody have the opportunities that you have. You know, there's enough success in this, there's enough abundance in this world for you to be successful. There's enough people in this world loving you to love yourself and for people to love you. You know, just think about the present. Be in the present moment. Walk in the rain. Let the rain hit you. Let the sun hit you when you outside and the sun is out. You know, listen to the birds and the trees and the wind blowing through the leaves, and you know. After that, after you've grounded yourself in gratitude and in thankfulness, then you can move towards your vision. Think about the best version of yourself. Think about how they move, how they act, who they are around, who they are not around, who they entertain. What books are they reading? Think about that best version of yourself and move that. Mimic the posture. You know, if you can't think about a person that you admire. Who is it? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X? Is it your uncle? Is it going to be anybody? It might be somebody younger than you. It may be a mythical character. Think about the character traits and apply those to yourself. You know, become that person in real time. You don't have to go cold turkey. You can do little step by step. There's a book called Atomic Habits. It's real good at taking little steps that over time. Imagine doing 1% of choices, little choices every day, and just staying consistent with that choice, and then adding another choice on top of that. Just atomic habit stacking. Ultimately, you'll be 100%. You'll be great, and it'll be so smooth and effortless. Just do that. Like I said, think about the books you may need to read. You may not have the character traits. You may have a hard time saying no to people. You know, you may have a hard time regulating your emotions. You may have a hard time managing your finances. You may have a hard time communicating. There's books on all of this. Google. This world has so much knowledge that you can get. Look up. There's a YouTube channel called the Master Key Society. Check that out and read those books. It's powerful books. Yeah. So you are what you think about most of the time, and if you're thinking about your aspiring future and you're walking in that path and you're moving and you're striding to become that person, and you're actually walking as if you are that person, you are becoming that person. You're creating your own destiny. That's what you're doing in real time, in real life. And one of the main things about this is having that emotion that ties to it, because the universal language is emotion. So if you have a vision of yourself being great, feel great. If you have if you want to get a certain job, imagine yourself getting that job and talking to the hiring managers, and y'all having a great conversation. You answer the question, and once you get it, imagine yourself at the desk and becoming management at the company, and feel the emotions of happiness and joy. Feel the thankfulness that you have achieved it. That's the important part. Gratitude. Having that gratitude tying it, that bonds your vision to your reality, because your body does not know the difference between what's real and what you think of in your mind. That's why when you watch a scary movie and you see some stuff happening, your heart starts racing and you jump. And some people have heart attacks just by looking at stuff or just by hearing certain things that scare them, because your body don't know the difference. And if you can think a certain way, like the best version of yourself, or think you have achieved it and have that emotion tied to that thought, you're connecting to the future, and you're creating your own destiny, and you're detaching from that negative past. But those are the steps I got for you. You know, you are what you think about most of the time. You become what you think about most of the time. And what you think about are seeds. And when you continuously think about it, it's like pouring water on those seeds. So what will you decide to think about? What choices will you make? Will you create a garden? Would you create a tree that's fruitful? Or would you create or would you just have a thought and not move on it? It'll be like what do you call it? The vine starts growing and then something grabs it, is not found. There's no foundation on it, and so it withers away. I want y'all to make choices today. It's about choices. It's about building your kingdom brick by brick, choice by choice, action by action, thought by thought. That's all I got for you. Peace.